There's a billion-dollar industry hiding in plain sight on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. But it's not gaming, it's not entertainment, it's love. Or at least what looks like love.
You wanna know something fucked up? I was with this girl for a long time I thought I was gonna marry, and she told me that she had a plan to leave me after I paid for her college.
Every day, millions watch streamers fall for each other in real time. They see first dates happen live. They watch relationships bloom on camera. They ship couples harder than any TV show romance. But here's what they don't see: the business strategy behind it all. The system that turns romance into revenue. The pattern that repeats itself over and over. This is streaming girlfriend culture, and it runs on one simple truth: relationships make money.
No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money?
The system works perfectly until someone makes a fatal mistake. They catch real feelings. This video exposes 3 types of streamers caught in this machine. And once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it.
It's weird to think like, damn, what you're telling me right now isn't true. It's a lie. It's weird for me to think because I wouldn't personally do it. But I'm learning. Pinned. I'm learning, okay? I'm learning, I'll learn.
The streaming industry has created a new kind of celebrity couple. Unlike traditional Hollywood relationships that play out through paparazzi photos and red carpet appearances, streamer romances happen live, unfiltered, and directly in front of thousands of watching eyes.
Amy, I'm gonna be dead ass honest, bro. I caught feelings for you, and I like you, and I love you, and you don't have to answer now, but I would like to, date. You don't have to answer now, but
here's the uncomfortable truth. What looks like organic love stories are often strategic partnerships designed to boost viewership, increase followers, and generate revenue. Perhaps the cruelest aspect of streaming girlfriend culture is how it traps creators who actually fall in love. When you've built an audience that feels personally invested in your love life, admitting you're in a real relationship becomes terrifying. Your viewers don't just watch you, they feel like they know you. They feel entitled to your romantic availability. And when you reveal you're taken, some of them turn vicious. Jason and Sakura experienced this firsthand. After their viral streamer prom date, fans became obsessively invested in their relationship. The shipping intensified. When Jason asked Sakura to prom, it seemed like a fairy tale moment.
I was wondering if you'd be down to come with me.
How many people did you ask before me?
He coordinated with her sister Kaede for approval. He created elaborate promposals.
Like how bad are you right now?
Shit, very bad. Like extremely bad.
Extremely bad.
Like
wait,
really.
Fans were ecstatic, convinced they were witnessing true love. But during the actual prom stream, things got messy. Sakura made jokes about Jason's cameraman, John.
Holy shit.
It's like a purr.
Purr?
Yeah, purr. Like,
Why didn't you get your nails done?
Because my sugar daddy didn't pay.
Guys, the J's for John.
Yeah, my sugar daddy didn't pay me.
what's going on here?
Hey, Jason.
Ain't nothing going on, right? Nothing.
Whether she meant it as harmless teasing or genuine flirtation remained unclear, but Jason looked hurt. The situation escalated quickly. Fans began sending death threats to Sakura. They accused her of leading Jason on, of using him for clout, of publicly embarrassing him after he'd been such a gentleman. The harassment got so intense that Jason had to release a statement begging his community to stop. He emphasized that their streams were entertainment, that things were being misrepresented, and that Sakura didn't deserve the hate.
Everything, but Sakura was visibly upset because of the DMs she was getting after that whole segment, the car ride, the J's for John. She was getting harassed, she was getting death threats, and I'll take accountability, bro. I was low-key pushing and sag farming a bit in the car. And
what made it worse was that Jason and Sakura apparently did have real feelings for each other. They confirmed dating later, took a trip to Japan together, and shared couple photos with fans. But the pressure from parasocial audiences made it nearly impossible to navigate the relationship normally. Eventually, they broke up. When fans kept bringing Sakura up during Jason's streams, he had to explicitly tell his moderators to remove any clips or mentions of her.
Please don't send any more clips of Sakura in my com anymore. I'm just gonna skip, and my mods are gonna remove.
The cycle repeated when they got back together months later. In October 2025, Sakura announced during a live stream that she and Jason were officially dating again.
Jason and I are dating. This is why am I getting so sick? I'm like actually starting to shake. I need to talk to you guys about this. I feel sick. Why?
But this time, both of them were adamant about setting boundaries. Jason told his community directly that this was a real relationship, not content to be farmed. He pleaded with viewers to respect their privacy and not be weird toward either of them.
Relationship, please respect our relationship. Okay.
not gonna be fucking farming streams with her. Okay, so don't look forward to that, because it's not gonna happen.
Sakura revealed why they'd initially tried to keep things private. People had been farming their relationship when they wanted it offline, which led to assumptions, speculation, and invasive digging into their personal lives. The entire ordeal revealed a painful truth. Even when streamers have genuine relationships, their audiences often refuse to let them exist normally.
Like dating content, and it really like brings out parasocials, but it also brings out like a lot of people that like love.
The biggest streamers have learned that keeping relationships completely offline is the only way to protect them. Cenat and IShowSpeed both initially chose secrecy, understanding that public relationships in the streaming world rarely survive intact. Cenat confirmed his relationship with TikToker and Instagram influencer Gabrielle in December 2024, but only after months of rumors circulated about them secretly dating. When he finally opened up during a live stream with his AMP crew, he spoke about how the relationship made him feel different. He talked about having someone to turn to throughout the day, about feeling a sense of purpose beyond his family for the first time.
About like being together with somebody, like, gang, like, break it down for me. Gang, I ain't gonna lie, for the first time in my life, besides my family, I felt a human form of like purpose to like.
Oh my God.
Now hold on. Wait, that's not.
What's notable about Kai's approach is that he waited until the relationship was solid before saying anything publicly. He didn't use Gabrielle for content during their early stages. He didn't farm the relationship drama. He kept it private, protected, and real before eventually sharing it with his audience once they'd established a strong foundation. Gabrielle herself had previously stated she didn't date influencers, that the influencer world was too messy and complicated. She preferred establishing friendships first before any romantic involvement. This mindset likely helped her and Kai navigate the pressures that destroy most streamer relationships. By the time they went public, they'd already built trust and understanding away from cameras and chat reactions. IShowSpeed took an even more cautious approach. In October 2024, Speed confirmed he was dating someone during a live stream, but made it clear he wasn't ready to introduce her to his fan base yet. He'd learned this lesson the hard way after his messy situation with Amy Flamey months earlier. The Amy situation perfectly illustrated why Speed became so protective of his relationships. In May 2024, Speed and Amy, a South Korean influencer, sparked dating rumors after appearing together at multiple events and on each other's streams. Fans immediately shipped them. Their chemistry seemed undeniable. They went on dates in various locations. Everything looked perfect from the outside. But behind the scenes, the situation was complicated and confusing. Amy later revealed their relationship was confusing because they both had feelings for each other while still essentially dating for content. Things fell apart publicly during a live stream when Speed was on the phone with Amy while another woman was standing behind him playing with his hair. The confrontation happened live in front of thousands of viewers. Amy was left in tears. They unfollowed each other on Instagram. Speed later clarified that Amy was never officially his girlfriend, that they were never really together, but he admitted he messed up in how he handled things. The entire ordeal was messy, public, and painful for both of them. Amy spoke about how communication was lacking, how you can't call someone your girlfriend when you're not even talking daily. The goals were misaligned. The relationship existed more for viewers than for the two people allegedly involved in it. After that experience, Speed became extremely careful. When he eventually introduced his actual girlfriend, Vanessa Ann Williams, during a stream in December 2024, it was clear he'd learned from past mistakes.
Y'all, this is my girlfriend, Vanessa. She kind of nervous right now, but chat, this is my girl right here.
The pattern across all these situations is identical. Streamers who want real relationships must hide them initially. The moment a romance becomes public, it stops belonging to the two people involved. Perhaps the most insidious aspect of streaming girlfriend culture is how it turns genuine human connection into performance. When your relationship is content, you're constantly performing for an audience. Date nights become streams. Arguments happen in front of thousands of people. Private moments must be shared to keep viewers engaged. This creates an impossible situation. To maintain relevance and income, streamers feel pressure to share their relationships. But sharing relationships with parasocial audiences almost guarantees those relationships will fail. Darla became a case study in how to exploit streaming relationships for personal gain. She does not just appear on Lacy's stream once or twice. She built an entire career off his platform, pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly through Twitch subscriptions, TikTok views, Snapchat revenue, and Instagram growth, all while maintaining plausible deniability about whether they were actually dating.
This fool's a demon, bro. Him and Darla, fake ass relationship, clout relationship. He is a demon. This fool has like 16 hoes cruising in and out of this house at all times, bro. I've been telling you guys.
On camera, Darla would flirt with Lacy, create moments that looked couple-like, and let viewers ship them together. Off camera, she was allegedly seeing other men, including her ex-boyfriend Bryce and someone she introduced as her cousin, who turned out to be another romantic interest. When confronted, she'd claimed they were never officially together, that it was just content, that Lacy misunderstood the situation.
You thought that you could take advantage of me because of how nice I always was. Well, I have news. I'm petty. I'm very petty. So, the fact that you thought you could take advantage of me and do what you did, I have to stand on my shit.
This pattern repeated itself before Lacy. Darla had already cycled through multiple content creators using the same playbook. She'd appear on someone's stream, boost her own numbers, and then move on when the opportunity dried up. With clicks, she kissed him on stream in front of thousands of viewers, only for him to discover the next day that she was at another man's house. The timeline of her relationships consistently overlapped, suggesting she was simultaneously involved with multiple people while presenting different stories to each of them. Lacy's situation with Darla illustrated this perfectly. After months of public humiliation, Lacy had a glow-up. He lost weight, seemed happier, and told everyone he was done with Darla forever. His friends and Faze staged interventions. He literally bet $100,000 of his own money that he'd never talk to Darla again.
I'm just saying, there's people that will come into your life that will try to make you do things to benefit themselves. That's what people do. And they will do anything they can to make you believe. And she might not be at that level of like craziness, but bro, she doesn't, bro, what?
But behind the scenes, he was already back with her. He was lying to his friends, to his audience, to everyone who cared about him. Why? Because despite all the manipulation, despite knowing she'd used him before, he'd caught real feelings.
I am or am not in a relationship because that's not anyone's business but mine, all right? So you guys can make assumptions, you can think what you want, you can assume, but at the end of the day, that's no one's business except for mine. Simple as that.
And in the twisted logic of streaming culture, going back to someone toxic felt better than being alone in front of millions of viewers. When Lacy finally admitted he was secretly dating Darla again, the internet exploded. Fans felt betrayed, his friends felt disrespected. But Lacy defended the decision, claiming he'd been happier in recent months and that his private life was his own business.
I saw this clip. So you're in a relationship?
I don't know. I said that.
Well, if you're in a relationship, we mean you don't know. You claim it, no?
Huh? I said what I said. I'm not talking about it again.
I didn't hear it.
Well, you watched the clip.
No, I read the title. I just wanted to make...
Problem was that he'd built his entire streaming career on sharing his life. You can't selectively claim privacy after monetizing your relationships for years. The pattern repeats constantly. Streamers share relationships for content and revenue. Audiences become invested. The relationship either ends in public disaster or continues under impossible pressure. Either way, everyone loses something. The streamers lose privacy and peace. The audiences lose the parasocial fantasy they'd built. And genuine human connection gets sacrificed for views. Female streamers face unique hatred that male streamers rarely experience. When a woman appears in a male streamer's content, she's immediately suspected of clout chasing, regardless of her intentions or existing platform. But this accusation ignores how the streaming economy actually functions. Women in streaming are constantly accused of weaponizing their appearance or personality to gain followers. But this criticism applies a moral judgment to basic business strategy. Male streamers collaborate with other men all the time to cross-promote and grow their audiences, and nobody calls it manipulation. When women do the same thing, suddenly it's scheming. The truth is that appearing with popular male streamers is sometimes the only realistic way for female creators to break through algorithmic barriers and audience gatekeeping.
We can't compare ourselves to all these numbers and all these things. It's like half the time when I'm streaming, people just come in there and say, "Show me your boobs." You know, no one's going into Mason's chat and saying, "Whip it out." Like,
the gaming and streaming space has historically been male-dominated. Female creators often struggle to gain traction despite producing quality content. Collaborating with established male streamers opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. Despite all the drama, breakups, and public meltdowns, streaming girlfriend culture isn't going anywhere. The financial incentives are too strong, the audience demand is too high, and young creators keep entering the space believing they'll be the exception, the one couple that makes it work. The question isn't whether streaming girlfriend culture is toxic. The answer to that is obvious. The question is whether anyone involved has the courage or capability to change it.